Whiskey 0, Victor Oscar Whiskey 73. Whiskey 4, November Foxtrot Tango. Is that Jim? Over. Hiya, Jim. Oh my gosh, long time no hear, Jim. We worked each other, back in October 2012 with my old call sign of Mike Whiskey 6 Victor Oscar Whiskey. Great to hear you on 15, and I hope life has been treating you well, Jim. Over. Signal here, Jim, also 5 and 9, and you know what, I've been watching the cluster for 6 meters, and I know you guys are having a blast on there. It seems that you guys have had a good opening in the US and Canada, so that's great. And well, I've listened, there's not much going on my side, so maybe we'll have the luck in the next couple of days, Jim. I do monitor 6 meters. I'm not around all the time, but if I'm lucky enough to be around when it opens to your direction, I'll be absolutely thrilled. I'm yet to make a contact that kind of distance on 6. It's all new to me, Jim, so we're looking forward to it. Anyway, Jim, you take care. Great to hear you. And sorry that you didn't get much sleep, but there are always reasons, and you got to play on 6 meters. That's a bonus. You can always have a little nap this afternoon. Whiskey 4, November, Florida Tango, 2 Whiskey 0, Victor Oscar Whiskey. Thanks so much, Jim. Jim. Those contests, they bring all sorts out of the woodwork, and they liven the bands up, and we have to take the opportunity while there's activity. All the very best, Jim. Have a great afternoon. W4NFT, sounding great, Jim, from 2 Whiskey 0, Victor Oscar Whiskey. Bye-bye.
X-ray.
KD0WTE.
1 Bravo.
X-ray Echo 1 Bravo, is that correct?
That is correct, Beth. It's X-ray Echo 1 Bravo. You have it. You 5 and 7 in Mexico City. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Radio Kilo 2 Whiskey 0, Victor Oscar Whiskey from X-ray Echo 1 Bravo.
Yeah, QSL Mark, I know once I typed your call sign in, I can see we made the contact on 10 meters back in November, so quite a while since we've spoken. You've got a good signal here. You're 5859. Your audio sounds like 59 plus, Mark. Really good job on the audio. Very clean signal, what I can see on the pan adapter here. And certainly nice to hear you again from Mexico, over.
Yes, what's the question again, Beth, over?
No question, just to say how well you're sounding, Mark, over.
Oh, I'm having a nice quiet day over here in Mexico City. I just came back from Cancun Island. Actually, by the way, there's a lot of people from England in Cancun visiting every year. I was there for a week, and nice sunny weather. We enjoyed the visit. So we're in Cancun and Cozumel Island as well. You have a great signal. Nothing fancy, just the 400 watts a bit. Just the 400 watts and the icon transceiver. and the TH7. I know you're using the 300 meter stepwire antenna with 50 watts. It's working great. You 5.7 knock speed. The band is not very good. I'll drop you a line. I'll shoot you an email. You have your email on your set, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Everything, all the information there is on QRZ.com. No, I just want to say it's sounding very, very nice. Great audio. Sounds really strong. You are peaking 5 and 9, Mark. You are peaking 5 and 9, so doing a very good job. There was quite a few stations calling, and your audio stood out from the rest, Mark. Over.
Okay, roger that. Thank you. I've been trying to work some of the Brazilian stations. You know, there is an award for the football, soccer World Cup now for this month. You get a award a few stations. You can get a nice award certificate. Beth, have you worked in them, Oliver?
No, I don't like to tell you what my thoughts are on football. There's too many men listening, Mark. Over.
Okay, Roger. By the way, I was in Australia. I was living in Australia in 2003. They had the rugby league, I think it was. England was my favorite team, and I bet everyone that England was going to win, and they got the first place. The World Cup for rugby. It was held in Sydney, Australia, so I saw them winning. It was fantastic, QSL.
Oh, yeah, that is great. And, geez, you've done some travelling there, Mark. You've done some extensive travelling. No, well, you know that the trouble is, rugby is a fantastic game, and the guys earn their money. The guys truly earn their money in that game, but football is kind of... it's kind of a game for girls because it seems that they touch each other and fall on the floor and cry, Mark. Over.
Oh yeah, Roger, QSL. By the way, I have to say, when I was the cricket ground play at the stadium, just by coincidence, one of my friends, he's a ham radio operator in Australia. He's in charge of all the security of the stadium. He got me a pass to go down into the grass. I was right at the field. I was just right there looking at the rugby. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, now that is great. I'd love to have that kind of opportunity. I'd love to be very, very lucky. I think you enjoyed it, which is the important thing. All right, Mark, I best not hold it. There's a lot of stations out there, and great to hear you again, and lovely to work you on a second band. I'm sure we'll look forward to working you on this band or any others that come to that, and really, you sound fantastic here. X-Ray Echo 1 Bravo, 2 Whiskey 0, Victor Oscar Whiskey. Thanks a lot, Mark. Nice to chat.
Thank you, Beth. 7 Idris Terriers.
Bye-bye. Let me see, Bob. How are you, Bob? November 7, Mike Sugar United, Bob. Okay, I think I'm not sure why you called. Anyway, let me see. Kilo Delta 0 Whiskey Tango Echo. Are you there?
Yeah, Roger. Thank you very much. Nice to hear you on 15 meters. Go ahead. Oh, Roger. Well, thank you very much. You have been a nice 5 and 9 the whole time, and nice to meet you on 15 meters. I was watching the DX map, and I saw your call sign pop up, and I said, "Hey, I know who that is." So I came down here to say hello, and I'm not being shy about it this time. I thought I'd give it a try. But yeah, nice to hear you on. The last time I heard you, you suddenly were gone off of 10 meters, and everybody was like, "Uh-oh, where'd she go?" Hopefully she didn't blow up her rig. But yeah, good to hear you on. You're 5 and 9 into Iowa. I won't hold it, but thank you for the nice contact here, and I kind of changed my QRZ page around a little bit, and nice to work you on 15 at 2 Whiskey 0 2 Whiskey 0 V Victor Oscar Whiskey. This is Kilo Delta 0 Whiskey Tango Echo, and you have a good ear for call signs. Go ahead.
No, I don't. If you'd have heard me this morning, you would have laughed. I couldn't get. I was terrible. I couldn't get anything right this morning. didn't matter how many cups of coffee I had, it just didn't help out. It's just one of those mornings where I couldn't wake up, but it's great to hear you. Hope you're enjoying yourself. And you did peak up, by the way, Michael. You actually went to about a 5 and 7 on the last over. Perfectly audible. Great. And great to catch you. Now, I don't know, was I actually at my home QTH when I suddenly disappeared, or was I in Africa? Right? I remember when I was in Africa, we had a oh no, it might have been from here actually. I think I had a power cut one day, if I remember rightly. I think I might have had a power cut. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But we're all fine here. Very, very busy. Very, very busy with work, and the horses are keeping me out of trouble most of the time there. And I'm looking at your QRZ page. You've done an absolutely wonderful job. You've got some fantastic pictures there, Michael.
Roger, thank you, Beth. And yeah, your QRZ page is kind of an inspiration to mine. I kind of went a little above and beyond, I guess, but yeah. Well, thank you very much, and yeah, nice to hear you on. And yeah, it could have been a power failure because you were definitely gone. Everybody was like, Beth, are you still there? And you never answered. So I think you had probably a couple thousand guys all worried that you blotted yourself off the face of the earth. But good to hear you on and well. And yeah, we're doing good over here. Had a little bit of storm damage, but we're pulling through it. And let's see, nothing much else to report other than, yeah, this is my first time with my upgraded license. I know, I think I told you that by email that I got my upgrade, and so this is my first time with my general class, so I passed my foundation license, and then I got my, this is the intermediate license. Gonna work on my extra class soon. That's the highest one. Anyway, I won't hold it. I know there's a lot of people waiting to talk, so thank you very much. 73 from Iowa, and very good to hear you on the band. 2 Whiskey 0 Victor Oscar Whiskey Kilo Delta 0 Whiskey Tango Echo. Best 73s.
No, I'm so tough to hear you, Michael, and I know how hard you've worked to upgrade. My study for my full license on the 6th of July. I signed up for a long-distance course to try and help me along and encourage me to open up the book here because I'm finding it really tough to get motivated on this one. It was okay on the foundation, and the intermediate was fine because it wasn't too technical, but I really do sure need some help on this full license. So I've signed up on a long-distance course. It's via the internet, and we'll see how that goes. And I think that we're looking at maybe December time to do the actual exam. So we'll have to keep you informed on how that's going there, Michael. But well, you've done a much better job on your page than mine. In fact, I was looking at it the other day thinking, right, I must take some of the old pictures off and put some new ones on there. I'm sure people are pretty fed up of looking at the same old. But, well, lovely to hear from you, Michael, and have a great afternoon. Sorry to hear about the storm damage. I must admit, I also have had some damage here. We had 100-mile-per-hour winds and 70-mile-per-hour winds on a fairly regular basis, and I think while my rotator didn't like it, in the end it gave up the ghost, so I had to change the rotator. But other than that, everything else survived, and that's the main thing. Lost a lot of trees around the property, though. Did lose a lot of trees. Some of them, I must admit, I'm glad they're gone, because they really interfered when I was tilting the tower over, dropping the antenna down on the tower. They were in the way, so and Mother Nature cleared those away for me, so I appreciated that. Take care, Michael. All the best. Have a great afternoon. What a wonderful surprise. Kilo Delta 0, Whiskey Tango Echo, 2 Whiskey 0, Victor Oscar Whiskey. Take care.
All right, thank you very much. And The pleasure was mine, and your QRZ page looks great. I did see some new photos on here, so very good QRZ page, and nice to meet up with you here again. 73, and I guess we'll say 88s too. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. 2W0VOW, KD0WTE, best 73s from my family to yours.
Cheers, Michael. Thanks so much, and all the very best. Have a great summer. We'll listen out for you again. Bye-bye. WA2DFP, Steve, another 10-meter contact. Steve, how are you doing? Beautiful signal, 59+20, over. WA2DFP, 2W0VOW. Yeah, well, that's great, Steve. And I haven't got the log from Mozambique, and it's all a bit of a blur. I didn't make that many contacts. I think only around 4,000, but it's still a bit of a blur. I can't remember. There's some I can remember, but to be honest, it's kind of mission impossible. I struggle to remember my own name sometimes, so, but it's great. If you did get through, thank you so much for trying and succeeding. I think some found it easier than others. We were only working with very, very simple conditions there, but we hope to be heading out that way. I think my plans had changed. I was going to go in November time, but due to my study and work and the exam for the full license, I think it may be now in January. I might head out there in January and hopefully do Mozambique and maybe either Swaziland or Lesotho. So keep your ears out, Steve. It'll be great to get you in the log again, over.